Hi, Pisces. This is your September timeline tarot. So how I'm going to be doing this is I am going to be doing a top line and a bottom line, and those are considered timelines. And you can move back in between them. You can move from one to the other. It doesn't really matter which one you do. But this is for water signs, and your other water signs, your timestamp is going to be in the description. So just find your timestamp and click it, and it should fast forward for you. But this is for Pisces. Again, I'm not doing love. I'm seeing what comes out. So it could be love, could be career. It's whatever's the most prominent timeline for each zodiac sign. All right, Pisces. So before I turned on my camera to record this, I got tiptoe and exhaustion. So some of you might be feeling really exhausted. I said Pisces. I meant Scorpio. There might be a severe Pisces energy within your life, Scorpio, because this is a Scorpio reading. But so Scorpio, tiptoe and exhaustion. And again, there might be a really strong Pisces energy either in your chart or with you, because that was like crazy how that just like took over my brain. All right, let's see here what we got going on for the first timeline. So some of you might be dealing with some sort of justice situation where you're feeling like you have to call somebody out on a situation. And you actually had a falling out with a significant individual, and you're really kind of confused as to where to go from this point. Yeah, you're just feeling like super tired of the fighting and exhausted from just not knowing really where to go from here. This is the first timeline, people. So group A. Let me see what I can clarify here. I keep hearing the word temptation, and I'm also getting something about like mouth issues or pains in your mouth. I don't know if you have like a sore in your mouth, or some of you might have like a tooth problem or tooth issue, but I'm definitely getting that with some of you. I was hearing something else. I keep hearing something with the justice. Justice will prevail. So there might be even a court situation, but it doesn't have to be that. Oh my gosh, yeah, you guys are dealing with somebody who's extremely like toxic and extremely like, you should put your guard up with this person. If you have like a family member coming in who once was extremely like you didn't trust, you shouldn't trust this person right now either. You should definitely put your guard up. And there might have been some legal issues with this individual at some point. Let's see what else we can get here for this first timeline. Yeah, you're just done with the fighting, and you really just want guidance on where you're headed. Where are you headed, Scorpio? Yeah, this might actually end in some sort of separation from this person. But before you decide to make the separation, there's going to be a severing of the relationship altogether, or a pause period. And you know, Spirit's asking you to take a chance and to stop feeling like you're victimized by this situation, and kind of taking your power back from this situation. That's what I'm getting with this first group. I keep getting Pisces over and over. Pisces. That's so interesting. With my first group of Scorpios, that's what I'm getting with you is to take a chance by eliminating this person, even though you might have felt like maybe it was a person you could work with or have come into your life. It's showing further down the line that this person's just going to create more chaos in your world. And it's just not going to work out. And I just get that they're either like they steal, or they're manipulative, or they're on some sort of substance, but like they're only looking out for themselves is what I'm getting here with these first timeline, a timeline people. Let's see if we got something happier for the other timeline. So again, let me specify, you can jump timelines. You can be in one timeline and you can choose to go to another one by your choices alone. All right, let's see here. So you're not stuck in any sort of situation. Just because I read these cards doesn't mean you're stuck in them or in this outcome. So let's see here. So in the next timeline, again, this group of people are choosing to walk away from a situation as well. Man, like they're both very similar timelines. But one of the situations, you're worried about how it's going to how you're going to end up financially. It looks like you're going to take quite a hit financially in this situation. This is definitely a love situation, a relationship situation. Sorry if you see me touch my face a lot. Whenever I'm reading, I get a lot of like sensations. So I might touch my face or my hair a lot because of the sensations I get. And also this a lot. You'll notice. Vapid. I just heard the word vapid. So kind of an airheaded person. Oh man. Yeah. All right. So you're also, both groups are dealing with some mischievous like entities or energies. This feels very work related and also like a relationship possibly. Maybe you became close to the people at work and it kind of went a little further than what is healthy for a work situation. But I feel like there's like an even male-female energy here, but you're definitely going to walk away from this situation and start something new for yourself. So this could be like, I don't think any of you know really where you're being called to go, but you're definitely being called to leave the situation. Again, work or love, it feels kind of like a mixture within the workplace. Like you could have a relationship within the workplace that's not necessarily romantic, but just unhealthy because you're getting too close. I hear something about like discriminate, like don't discriminate or something like that, and I don't really know what that is, but I'm just getting that and I'm just telling you what I'm getting. But you most definitely know where you need to go. Both of these timelines know where you need to head. It just feels like the timeline above is a little more scared than the one below. I feel like I'm getting Pisces again. This Scorpio bottom half knows where they want to go and they're feeling the fire to do so. Getting something with alcohol consumption too. Like lots of drinking or alcohol. So, it might be a work situation where people go out and party together and then people are sleeping with these people, sort of situations like that. And you're like, I'm just not going to get involved in this any longer. And I'm going to have to find a different work situation. I think you should do that. Let's do some clarification here. For Scorpio. Woo! Card just flew across the room. 1 second. That's an important one. Yeah, you're having a death process. And when I say a death process, you're having like a death and rebirth process. But some of you are trying to avoid that. But you're not feeling as connected to these people for a reason. And you really should listen to that. Because you're not feeling connected to them anymore. And it's almost frustrating to you. But it's like, the universe is bringing in people and taking people out for a reason. Because it's just not working out for you any longer. Let me get some of these. I love these cards. These are animal spirit cards. And we'll see what we get for you, Scorpio. I cannot shuffle these very easily. I have very small hands. And it makes it really hard to shuffle some cards. Alright, so we're just going to cut them. Boop. So for my first timeline, people, let me clarify both scenarios. So the top scenario, you're afraid to leave a situation because someone that came in you don't trust. And what I'm getting is that you should not trust them. And that you should definitely keep your guard up and make sure this is a situation you want someone in your life in. Like, it just feels like a family member or something, but make sure you trust them before you give all your information and all your cards to them. The second one feels like a complicated work situation where you're being asked to possibly leave because of your morals. You don't agree with how they run things. You don't agree with how they interact within the workplace. And so you're asking to leave and a better opportunity will arise. I am getting a month and a half for that second timeline where something better is going to arise for you. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself in both situations, honestly. So on my first timeline, I got Sacred Beetle Spirit. Magic works through you. You are a magical person. You are a magical being. You can make things happen. You just have to believe in yourself, and not everybody's going to have the best interest in mind. People only meet you where they can. Dove Spirit, be peace. So I guess this is asking you to leave in a peaceful manner, to not, necessarily leave in an aggressive way, even though I feel like some of you that might be your MO to get a little aggressive. But this is asking you not to do that, to be peaceful about your exit. Let me pull another Cryon card. All right, this is all just to make this all come together and feel a little, because ultimately I don't feel like either scenario is hard. One place you're operating out of fear, and the other place you're operating out of fire, where you're just more aggressive about it. And it's like either decision, I see both decisions a need for walking away, but just doing it in a different way. So, all right. Here's a Cryon card. I love these cards because they kind of just lighten the mood up a little bit, but sometimes they can be a little intense. So here we go. There are no greater entities on the earth than the human in lesson. Believe it. All the others are here to service your work. Interesting. That's pretty. It's a dandelion. I don't know if you could see it or not, but I love these cards. They're so beautiful. So I'm just getting like, don't be vapid. So like that just keeps coming over and over. Vapid, don't be vapid. I'm going to also roll a dice for you, and these numbers might matter to some of you. I get the number 4 and the number 12. So that might mean something to some of you. Yeah, I get like the number 4. It feels like 4 months. 4 months for the top row. Maybe deciding to cut that person out. It's going to take 4 months to actually get through that. So, all right. I want to say Pisces. You're not Pisces. You're Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Thank you so much for checking out this reading. If you would like to set up a personal reading, you can get on my Kelly Diane Medium page on Facebook and message me there to set up a private reading. Or you can message me or comment below here and I'll contact you. All right, so thank you very much. So my next group of people is Cancer. So let's see what's going on with Cancer. Yeah. I keep hearing choose the path. So Cancer, this is a timeline reading. So how Timeline Tarot works for me is that up top is one timeline, down below is another timeline. You can jump between timelines. You can go from one timeline to the next, depending on your choices alone. None of these readings are going to be specified as love or whatever, we're wanting. We just see what the universe is saying we need to focus on. Career, love. I feel like I'm having trouble talking. So some of you might be having trouble getting across something you need to say to someone very important to you. I keep getting something about a spouse that you need to speak your truth to. Because I'm like fumbling on my words right now. Like you're having a hard time talking. I just heard health crisis too. So some of you might either be involved in a health crisis or have had one yourself, and it's making it hard for you to speak. That's really sad. I hope that's none of you. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many messages out loud with you all. Something about the ocean or the coast keeps coming up. Going back to the ocean or the coast. All right, let's see what's going on with Cancer. All right, well, it looks like, actually, this is pretty nice. It looks like you might have had a financial situation come up where things are getting better for you financially. But there's a lot of time being taken away from things you enjoy doing. And it's forcing you to have to either leave children or like be separated from your children more often, and inside of you that's making you feel sad because you feel like you're abandoning this. You feel like you're abandoning your children for this financial gain, and that's a difficult situation. That's so hard. I also keep hearing tiptoe. Okay, so ultimately, you having to make this hard decision on like finances is going to end you in the Queen of Wands energy, where you're gonna feel powerful and it's going to pay off in the long run. So even though your kids may whine about it or not want you to do it, it's ultimately you're doing it for the betterment of them, even though it's really difficult to do. I'm also getting something about like some of you also feeling like this is like the child within you. Maybe you're doing a lot of like child work or self-work inside, and like a lot of childhood traumas and things are coming up. And that's making it hard for you to like live in the functional world where you have to like have this Queen of Wands energy where you want to sustain and keep a steady living, but it's like your emotions are taking hold of you. What is some advice for this top line of Cancers? Let's get some advice for you. So something I'm getting is like, don't sit and wait for these emotions to like consume you, but like take action upon them and just be honest with those around you about how you're feeling and what you're doing about it. Just how you're feeling, really. Just be real. You don't have to put on a fake face. And ultimately, you're going to end up in the Nine of Cups if you just be honest with yourself and others around you. You can overcome these emotions that you're feeling if you just be honest. Okay, Cancer? That's the first row. So just be honest about how you're feeling. And again, this first timeline, you can jump between timelines based on your decisions alone. This feels heavy. It's like you're just feeling extremely confused. This next timeline. Yeah, I'm definitely picking up like a love relationship energy with this second timeline where you just don't feel heard and you just don't feel like anyone understands you. Man, that's frustrating. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you definitely don't feel understood because there's a Tower card here where something had to completely fall apart. And again, I want to indicate to you, Towers are not necessarily bad. They are movement energy. They're extremely strong, forceful energy to get things moving. You're actually going to move on from this person or situation. But once you move on, you're going to kind of hit a rock, between a rock and a hard place where you're like going to freak out and go, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. However, I'm getting that you're going to figure out what to do, but it's going to be a jolt. It's going to scare you once because I feel like this is like really life-changing. Feels really life-changing. But you have to learn to fill your own cup with some, oh yeah, oh my gosh, how cool. So some of you are going to leave this situation and find yourself in the hands or in a love situation. Some of you might already have a love situation in mind and you're leaving a prior or a relationship behind to be with this other individual, and it's going to create a ton of conflict. However, it feels like something you can get through together, but it's going to create a lot of drama. I'm just going to be completely honest and real here. Oh, yeah. People are going to look at you like you're a traitor because you did this, but you were super miserable in the before situation and you're making changes for yourself. And morally, I know, yes, it doesn't feel like that's the smartest situation because I don't personally think that's always the best scenario. However, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to be the messenger. Let me get some advice for you all. I just hear, like, be true to you. And just make sure, like, no issues are left unturned. Like, you need to confront these things. Yeah, I just heard, don't take the easy way out. Yeah, you're moving on. That's for damn sure. You are moving on. You have had enough. Yeah, you've had enough of this situation. Like, you're ready for your own happiness, Scorpio. You're ready to fulfill your own needs. And I feel like you probably lived in a time prior to this where you've lived and fulfilled the needs of others, and right now it's like, no, this is my time to shine. So I mean, I can't be mad at you for that. Like, if that's what you want to do, you got to do it. Now, do I wish that you would probably wait to date? Well, yeah, but you know, life happens. It doesn't always happen the way that we think that it should. Just make sure you're not hurting other people, otherwise you acquire karma and you don't really want to deal with that. All right, let's do a fun card. Boop, boop, boop. These are my animal spirit cards. Let's just pick 2 for each timeline. Oh, I got that beetle spirit for the other Pisces. Ah, cat spirit. Okay, so for the first group, I got sacred beetle spirit. Magic works through you. So remember that magic works through you, and just remember that magic is all around. And then the second group, I got number 13, cat spirit. Claim your independence. Holy crap, I can't make this stuff up. Claim your independence. I feel like, you know, that second group, it's like you have always been in like an abusive situation and now you're getting out of it. And I mean, if that's a better situation, then yeah, like, be proud. But I just feel like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of conflict around it, and that's unfortunate. Hopefully it's a better situation. It feels very passionate. That doesn't always mean anything. So I guess we'll look at you coming up in the next few weeks to see if that's still a good option or not. All right, let's get a Cryon card. All right, here we go. Can a human being really be part of the whole? Can a human being really be part of the whole of creation? The answer is yes. That is the entire message of Cryon. It is the core of what we have been telling you, that the single human is an important part of God. I like those cards. They make me feel good. All right. Well, that's all I have for you, Cancer. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, please contact me on Facebook, Kelly Diane Medium, or Instagram, which is KellyDiane_readings. And I also have a TikTok you can find me on where I do daily little flips for each zodiac sign. And I look forward to continuing these videos. So thank you so much for your support. All right, moving on. Pisces, you've been coming up in all my readings, Pisces. What are you up to? Let's see what you are up to. These are timeline readings, meaning You can jump between one timeline or the next, depending on your choices and what you choose to do. So you can move from the top timeline to the bottom timeline, depending on what you choose. I just heard you are powerful, but you have to know it. So some of you might be feeling like you're out of your power or something. I just heard the word choked. That's weird. I hope nobody choked you. Ugh. Choked. So this first timeline already, I can notice you're feeling like you don't have a lot of options. But what you're failing to realize is this lack of options is actually going to create a new start for you. And you've been hiding away a lot, just keeping to yourself and wishing that something would turn out the way that you want it to turn out. But it's not turning out that way, but for good reason. For good reason, Pisces. It's not supposed to, because you're trying to control it, and it's not for you to control. It's not for you to control. I heard desperation. So some of you are feeling very desperate for these options to come forward, and it's like the universe is telling you to just chill. Just chill. Chill out. So that you can stop blocking what is coming. Something good's coming. I have a feeling. Cards aren't telling me, but I have a feeling. And again, you know, I don't need cards to do readings, but yeah, I'm getting like excited, honestly. Oh my gosh, there it is again. Block, block, block. Yeah, I think some of you might actually be either like it's a new marriage is coming in for you or a new job opportunity, but it definitely feels like something bigger and better that you cannot foresee is coming in if you just allow yourself to kind of take a chill, sit back, and just allow yourself to the blessings to come naturally. Just allow them to come. You don't have to try at this. You don't have to try at this. So just allow those blessings to come forward for you, and it's going to happen for you, Pisces. I had a lot of, you were coming up in Cancer's reading a lot. Like a ton. All right. Let's see for timeline 2. So that first timeline, it's all about just chilling and not doing much of anything. So chill out and don't do much of anything. That's the answer to that one. Let the opportunities arise, because they're going to. All right, so the second timeline is very interesting because it's telling you to go out and get that money. Holy crap. Yeah, you have like so much money coming in right here. It's just like a matter of taking a chance. So this feels very work related, obviously, and it's about like taking that leap of faith. So there might be a really exciting like business venture or something or an idea that you're having, and it's like go for it, do it, because you're gonna make a good outcome is coming from this, and you're gonna meet a lot of people in order to get this accomplished. But it's gonna take a lot of resilience. So it's gonna take work from your end to make it happen, and don't get frustrated whenever it's kind of like there's a pause period, because it feels like this is indicating that this is the second timeline and that there's a business venture coming up for you, and it's going to be a huge success if you allow the pause period to come in and don't get frustrated whenever things don't pop off immediately, because it's going to pop off, but there's going to be a pause period before it happens. So it's like just how resilient can you be at this business venture? How resilient can you be at just putting the work in even without a really huge outcome at first? Because I'm telling you, like, it's going to be great. And there's going to be a team of you working together as well. Let's see where else. like this energy. This is great. This is like get up and go, like rock and roll, make it happen. Yeah, no fighting. And if you have any disagreements, they're going to be resolved easily and quickly. Yeah, everything's going to be resolved easily and quickly, and it's like you're not going to be fighting about it. Like, it's going to be resolved, it's going to work out. So whatever this is, whatever business venture, whatever it is, Pisces, it's going to work out if you can just keep your eye on the prize and just keep focused. Keep doing what it is that you're wanting to do. It's going to happen. It's going to be great. It's going to be big, actually. All right, well, that's all I have. Oh, no, I have some more cards. I'm kidding. I want to pull some fun cards for everybody since we get so, like, serious in here. Oh my gosh, I just saw the honey badger. I hope somebody gets that eventually. I love that. Those animals are so interesting. Honey badger might come up too, but because I like the honey badger might be important. You wild people, you. Honey badgers are like super resilient. They can like sustain anything. Oh my gosh, got it. Badger spirit. And then I got starfish spirit. So the first group, badger spirit. Be fearless and bold. They can withstand anything. They can overcome anything. They can literally eat poison and still live. These things don't die. It's insane. So they are very resilient. And it's got the number 4 on it. And then I got starfish spirit 59. Open to infinite possibilities. So the second group, be open to infinite possibilities. Duh, everything I was just saying. Like, it's fabulous. I'm going to go ahead and roll a dice for your first timeline. When is everything going to start happening? I get the number 4, so that could be 4 weeks or 4 months. I'm feeling more 4 weeks with that top timeline. And then let's do the business venture. How long is it going to take for it to pop off and be what people are wanting it to be? Oh my gosh, 1? That feels like 1 month. It's going to be fast. I'm telling you. I knew it. All right, that is... No, I'm going to do a crayon card. Kelly, stop trying to make this go too fast. All right, I'm going to pull a crayon card for everybody. It's just got some wisdom and some advice. I just love these cards so much. God is not in a vacuum, dear one. Your spiritual family is not ignorant about your life or the challenges you face. Therefore, when you pray, say, God or the universe, tell me what it is I should know. Then celebrate your victory. This is your show. This is your game. You get to decide how things work out and what the outcome is of situations, dependent upon how you see things and how things come across to you. So that's all I have for you, Pisces, and I appreciate all your support and love. Please share, like, and subscribe to my channel so I can keep rocking these out for you, and I love you very much. Thank you so much.